Hi there, welcome back to the channel. I'm Amber and I'm so glad you've joined me today as I decorate my 3-tiered trays. So let me turn the camera around and let's get started. I purchased these 3-tiered trays from Hobby Lobby a couple years ago, actually on their website, and they were on clearance. They're just metal for $18 a piece. So I have one in the black and one in the white. So the white one sits on the kitchen counter because I have the lighter cabinets, and then the dark one, we have some dark wood here, so in the dining room, so I thought that would be good. And what I did for the greenery, which stays here year round, and I just decorate around it for the seasons, but I just put a zip tie on, cut some garland and put a zip tie on, I think this is the boxwood garland. And then I just have some burlap, little wide ribbon here, but I also have a little secret. I have a little wooden block here for my decorative items to sit on because I needed a riser on the inside. So that's what I have. So I just have the boxwood greenery all the way around, and you can buy those little zip ties at Dollar Tree, which I think is what I probably did. And then you're good to go. So this is the backdrop for all of my seasons when I decorate, and they're just a lot of fun. I just bought these, like I said, a couple of years ago, and I have seen the person I want to be in terms of decorating when I grow up. And I will link her channel in the description box below, but she is Arlen from Arlen's Country Craft Corner, and she doesn't just do country decorating, but she is a decorating genius, you guys, genius. But anyway, let's get started. I have the decorations that I want to use here in this tray, a myriad of picks and little ceramic pumpkins. So I decorate both of these the same. This one, like I said, is going in the kitchen. This one is in the dining room, and it will go on the side table behind me. So I have these ceramic pumpkins. If you caught my unbox my fall decor with me, you saw these. So I have 2 burgundy, 2 orange, and just 1 green because it was a casualty of last year. I dropped it. So I usually just kind of play around with this. Let's see, I've probably put 1 burgundy there and 1 here on the bottom. And like I said, I'll just kind of dance things around as needed. But I love these pumpkins. They're just so festive, aren't they? So nothing says fall like a pumpkin, right? And then the green one, I'll probably put this one in the kitchen one since that's maybe a little more visible. So that will probably go here. We'll see. The greenery makes it a little interesting. And then a couple years ago probably, I got these little scarecrow floppy little things, but they're holding a sign that says welcome, but they get the front seat on the top here, and I may have to prop them up a little bit more, we'll see. But for now, that's where they sit. They get a great spot. They get to see everything that's happening. They're so cute with their dangly legs. And let's see, before I forget, I have these signs. This one says Simply Blessed, and this says Give Thanks, and I usually put those front and center, actually. So I'm gonna have to move this green pumpkin around, and I kind of have to wedge it in there a little bit, but can you see that? Yeah. So I might have to put this green one maybe on the second tier here, we'll see. And then shift this one around. And it's a little bit larger, so it's a little tricky. Can you see that, to get it in there? But I got it in there. All right, so I've got my pumpkins, I've got my signs, and I have these little salt and pepper shakers I use as decor. We'll see where I wind up putting those first, before I get into using my picks, I love these acorn ones. They're my favorite. And I love these. I think they're chestnuts. I picked up these last year, or this year at Goodwill actually, but I'm not sure that I'm going to use these in here. This one is a little too large, so we're going to set that aside and use that elsewhere. Let me see. I don't know, that might be a little too much, but we'll see. For now, we're going to set that one in there. Sometimes it's a little too much wordy. So you know what? I think I'm gonna set that aside. We don't want too many words, do we? And then I also have these really colorful kind of berry picks. Very pretty, aren't they? So we will put those on in a minute. And the other items that I have, I put these together, I think last year or the year before, just some cinnamon sticks with some brown ribbon tied. So I'll add that as an embellishment toward the end. But let's go ahead and let's put the acorns around, let's see, probably on the second tier here. Let's start there. And the stem is, you can easily bend it, and I like to kind of fluff them up a little bit. They tend to get misshapen. They have some pretty pine cones there. But, oh, I think this side is the better side actually. We'll kind of reshape that. Anyway, I like to stick it in here on the second shelf, second tier. We'll see how that goes. And fluff this one. Let me know in the comments below, are you guys decorating yet for fall? I'm doing this now because we have a little trip to go on, so I wanted to do it before that. So, you know, some people might think it's a little early, but you know, we all do what works best for our families, right? All right, and let me fluff up the third one here and set that on the second one. It's really pretty easy once I get going because I pretty much mirror both of the 3-tiered trays just alike, and that makes it a lot easier because I don't have to think as much. All right, so, and like I said, sometimes, you know, we can play around with it. These are just so cute, aren't they? I think I got all of these at, I want to say I got them at Michael's a few years ago. But I like to put one here on the bottom. It just kind of fills it in. And I will show you all of the trays closer up when we're done here. And I used one in my cornucopia on my buffet, so I only have 3 versus 4 of these. But I will use it perhaps here on the second tray. We'll just kind of fill it in, and then if we need to, we can change things around. I think I am not gonna wind up using my little salt and pepper shakers here. But I do like to stick in the little cinnamon sticks, so we will probably put maybe a couple here at the top. That would fill it in. And then that just leaves these colorful picks. So let's see where we might be able to use those. And again, they just need a little fluffing. They just add a little fall pizzazz, you know? I'm really fond of picks because they just throw in a splash of color and with minimal effort, honestly. So I'll stick that in there with the acorns. That adds a nice bit of color with the brown. Nice little contrast. Oh, pardon the background noise. Hubby is working from home. It's real life here, you guys. So, all right, let's see where we're gonna use this one. we've got a lot going on with the chestnuts already over here, so I think I'm just gonna put it on the one side and go from there. So yeah, all right, I think that about wraps it up. So this is the one for the kitchen. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this. You like Mr. Scarecrow sitting up there perched up? I love these 3-tiered trays. They are just so fun to decorate. And then this will be the one for the dining room with just the little picks there and the pumpkins. And like I said, I can play around with it and fluff it up, etc. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how these turned out. So I will set the white one in the kitchen, and this will go on the chest behind me, and both you will see in my upcoming fall home tour. So be sure to stay tuned for that. And as always, comment below. I always love, love, love to hear from you guys. Let me know what was your favorite element, and if you guys have 3-tiered trays or any ideas too, I'd love to hear from you about those, because you know, we can learn so much from each other. So thanks so much for joining me today, and God bless. Take care.